Yo, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We are here tonight.
Joey's not here.
I'm a bounce. I don't
Okay,
give a
well,
fuck.
get out there.
Don't curse at me though. I'll bounce. Let's bounce. Let's bounce, man.
Should I just drop his camera and come
Come on,
back?
bro. Tell him to shut the fuck up.
Don't tell
Get
me. Ain't no
outside
you gotta
or,
tell me
like-
to shut the fuck up.
Because we gotta figure this out, because we're wasting. This is like uncomfortable for me. With
That's
him
cool,
being
I'm
here
good.
right now, like,
Hey, I'm not taking it
we're
personal.
trying to, like, you know what I'm saying? But,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do this and not waste our time.
It's your project, I
and-
get it.
You need to show me some motherfucking respect.
No, you need to show me some fucking respect.
You need to show me
When
respect.
I'm
Don't
telling
curse
you to
at me.
shut up so we
Don't
can
tell
do
me
my
shut-
fucking job,
Yo.
you fucking do it.
Yo, shut the fuck up, man.
Let's go in the alleyway or something.
Don't come
No,
at me
get-
like that, dog. Straight
I'm
up,
not
don't
going
come
nowhere.
at me
Joey,
like
get
that.
the fuck
Don't come
outta
at me like
here.
that. I'm trying.
Get
I'm
the
out here.
fuck
Let's
out.
go.
Yo,
Let's
don't
go.
piss me out, dog.
We're
Straight up,
going,
Mikey.
Or what?
Mikey, don't
Or
fuck
what?
with me, man. Come on, man.
Show me.
You know me, man. Come on, I'm a real
Okay, get the fuck
motherfucker.
outta
You don't
here.
fuck with me, man.
Okay, well, show me how real you are.
You want me to show you, man?
Yeah, show me.
No, we're not doing this. We're out.
Man, now you
I'll
talking
I'll
stupid, dog. You
come
talking
back.
real stupid now, man.
Oh my god.
You know what I mean?
This is the dumbest shit
Yeah, well, yo. You know
Walk out.
what I'm saying?
Walk out.
No, yo, don't touch me, though.
Let's go.
Yo, don't touch me,
Okay,
though.
well, walk
Get
outside
out.
here.
Go. I'm going. I can't leave on the fucking side of the street. I'll hit you up. Sorry.
Fuck.
It's cool.
Sorry.
Yeah, you good, man. I'm not taking it personal. What's up?
But
Hey,
fuck it, we got audio, so
This is
I'm
story-
going to
hey.
air it. It's still going to run. Once again, we do have a very special guest co-host, Jay Prince. Jay the Prince. Hi, go ahead, state your name and your purpose.
My name is Jay Prince. My Instagram is I am the Jay Prince. I don't know what exactly I'm gonna do with that name because that's not really my name. But I make videos. I make visuals. I put out videos on my story a lot. I have people who literally like sit out and watch for my videos and get all that. So that's who I am, and you'll see me eventually. The world will feel me one day. So I consider myself an artist. I create. I have an endless mind of creativity, and I always want to make stuff happen. And that's. I don't want to limit myself. I don't want to be considered just one thing. I act. There's a movie coming out eventually. You'll see me on Netflix. But it's still on the hidden though. I don't want to talk too much about it.
Shit.
But you'll see me soon.
Whoa, hey.
You'll
You
see.
just got a future Netflix movie star up in here, so that's breaking news. That is dope.
My sex tape also comes out
Oh,
next weekend,
shit.
by the way. So
Okay.
that's one thing you should look out for too on Pornhub. Pornhub,
All right.
you'll catch me on there.
So Jay Prince and Sean both have sex tapes out right now. You heard it here first.
Does he really have a sex tape?
Nah, it's just.
I feel like
it's
he
a
does
joke.
though. I feel like
He
he really
may,
does.
maybe with himself on his webcam. I don't know, but I don't know if he wants me to talk about that on the air. But
He gotta use Manny right now then.
yeah.
You know what that means?
No, what's that? What
So,
does that mean? I kind of
like-
get it.
Like in Spanish, mano means hand.
Yeah.
So Manny means like you gotta use your
Just
So he's using
Yeah.
his hand for
yeah.
this
When I-
year
yeah.
to get by.
When I
You
was
know?
in school, it was Rosie Palm and her 5 sisters. That's what it was.
5 sisters.
Yeah, her 5 sisters.
Oh
That is,
shit! I
you
never
know,
thought about
the
that.
pinky, the thumb, the index, the wedding in the middle.
Everything.
You know, that is getting it all in there. A nice, tight, firm grip.
That's what you call a notch right there. That's a lot of fingers going up in there. But I am the Jay Prince. That is my Instagram name. There is no underscore, no crazy thing. J-A-Y. I also don't forget that I have some questions to answer too. I forgot.
Yeah.
I didn't get too much because it is pretty it's 5 hours. This is a time when people usually suck dick, and that's totally understandable. So, I did get a question. I did get a question from my friend SZA, but it's
What?
SZA. It's SZA. He wants to be SZA so bad. He spelled it with C-Z-A.
Wait
Not SZA.
Wait a minute.
Oh fuck! If I was friends with
Our
SZA,
show is about to
Shit.
blow up.
Jesus Christ.
He
Okay.
knows rock, paper, and scissors.
So So SZA over here asked, why do you follow Satan on Twitter? Okay, well there's a lot of parody fucking accounts on Twitter, and Satan talks the most shit, and I have very, very dark humor. So there's your answer to that. Do you ever think about Jesus? Well, that's very fucked up. Of course I do. I'm a very holy person. I go to church on Sundays.
Let me just say, this is so dope. This is like a new part of the segment I did not even like expect.
Oh, yeah, this is great.
This is
This is
dope.
brilliant.
I like
Thank you.
these like
Oh,
personal
thanks.
questions coming in from like your own fan base.
No, yeah, this is
Yeah.
amazing. Please continue.
Yeah.
Do I think about Jesus? Yes, of course. Like, who doesn't think about Jesus? Would I still do some whole shit after thinking about him? Of course I would. The next question is, where is that nude though? Don't forget, my nude is coming out in a month. I wasn't playing when I said that. I'm dropping that nude that y'all asking for. I really get nude. Yeah, no, not the sex tape. No, listen. The sex tape.
So you're not on my level yet.
He brought up the sex tape, and I was like, damn, you and Sean both
Yeah.
on something
Right?
Well, you know what's funny though?
It's not
is
free, remember.
I would not be upset. I know I'm gonna be known one day, and that's a fact. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. I am very confident, and I know that the universe will take me there. And you know, if I had a sex tape and it got released, I wouldn't give a fuck because I know I'm gonna get my best performance. Like, if I see that I'm being recorded, I'm gonna start busting out some fucking tricks and shit and start being a magician while I'm at it, while I'm naked. So like, you gotta be cool with it, right? Show your talent when you're being recorded. You never know.
Yeah.
Like I said, man, I guess, you know, if you're going to
You
do
never
it,
know
go,
in any situation.
go,
doing.
go hard. Go hard to go home.
That was very.
My
No,
biggest
no pun intended, yeah.
My biggest nightmare is that I end up in a situation like Blac Chyna because like everything that Blac Chyna did, like I love Blac Chyna. I think she's funny and just her personality. But that video was so bad that I looked at the video and I was like, shit, move, let me do it. Like, you know what I mean?
Let me get in there. Hold
You know
on.
what?
But I don't think
I didn't even see it.
it's bad.
But
haven't seen
I
it
heard,
either.
but I haven't seen it, and I heard it was that bad that I didn't even look it
It
up.
was really.
I
I'm
didn't
sorry.
even
It was
wanna
really bad.
search it.
But you know what though? No one who really gives a fuck because at the end of the day, Blac Chyna got a fucking nice ass mansion and she drives bomb ass cars. I don't think she gives a fuck. I
You
wouldn't.
know what? I'm gonna just
Yeah.
say I don't think she gives a fuck, and I don't really think too many people give a fuck about her at the same time. But that's not hurting either side.
If
You know what I'm
anything, I think she's the smartest woman. Like, come on now. She got like
She
with
got
Rob.
a Kardashian.
Yeah, she
That's-
put herself in that
means
light.
something, right?
Yeah.
Sean's always talking
That's
about that.
success.
He talked about the Tristan Thompson shit. He's like, "Oh, so he's a Kardashian now?" And I was like, "What?" He's like, "Well, if you're dating one, then you know."
You really are a Kardashian.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, yeah,
pretty much,
you
yeah.
sign up, like, you up there. I mean, you keeping up with the Kardashians
Yeah.
for real. Like, people are going to be watching you like they watching them. Like,
All right, so I do have one curiosity question that,
Sure.
that I'm curious about.
Go ahead.
So I've heard of in the homosexual community or
wait.
LGBT.
Can you restate that?
Sure, yeah. I can-
so
Wait.
PC that it was offensive.
Yeah.
Oh,
Go
yeah.
ahead.
No, yeah.
Pitch the question.
So here it is.
Let's hear it.
So I have heard that in the homosexual community culture, if you will, that there are so male homosexuals at least.
Yeah.
There's such thing as a top and a bottom, right? and there's what's called like heavy tops or like what are all these subgenres? What do they mean?
Top and
Can
bottom.
you break this down?
Yeah.
A power top? Like what the fuck is
A
that?
power top. That means you literally put batteries up your ass and you're charged, right? Is that what it means? Like.
I mean, you're educating me.
I will
don't know.
explain. Yes. Okay. So top means that you like to stick your dick in their ass.
All right,
And
so,
yeah.
Okay.
Bottom means you like to receive. And
Okay.
power bottom means like you are. Yeah, power bottom's a thing, guys.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
there's all
Bottom.
these
Power-
subgenres of
Power bottoms
Yeah,
are
I
usually
know,
people who power bottoms like are power bottoms are usually like people who like listen to Britney Spears and like do all types of crazy tricks on the dick and like are crazy about having sex. Power bottoms, I think they just like to ride dick and they're good at it and they like love fat dick, I think. And
So they're like the expert dick takers.
Yes.
And
Like they have
that's what they're all. That's what their mo in sex.
like they're certified to take dick. Like that's
all
what
right.
it is. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And the top is the giver.
Right.
And
top
if you're
is
a
the giver.
power top, are you just like a big a big dude?
I don't know. A power top? I think that means you're very dominant, I guess.
Okay.
You know.
Sean wants to know if he could be a power top guy.
But you,
Because he's a big dude.
I think they would consider him a bear. Are you? You're pretty hairy, right?
Kinda. I don't have back hair. I mean, I got a lot of chest hair. I got a little happy trail, and I got a lot of hair on my face.
So you would be considered a bear.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's like levels to it. There's like a twink, which is like really skinny.
Wait,
scrawny.
Wait, what was that?
Bring all this down. Bring all this
Yeah,
down.
so
There's
wait,
a twink.
bear and a
For all the
tweak.
straight idiots in the world.
Yeah,
You know
no,
what?
just-
Hey,
yeah.
don't quote me entirely because I know people who have very different definitions. But from what I know,
I'm sure they're just these are just
Yeah.
terms that I've heard on either radio shows or this and that,
Yeah.
and I haven't had it fully explained, so that's why I'm asking. And for anybody else out there, that is either straight, gay, bi-curious, and is confused about that, I'm just trying to clear all that up.
from what I know, a twink is a skinny person. Either I think.
What? A twink?
Yeah, kind of like a skinny little guy, no muscle, no. It's just tall, I guess.
You said a tweak at first.
Twink.
That would make sense too.
Like twink?
Like a tweaker.
Isn't it a twink?
A twink.
A tweak? Nah, I mean like a tweaker.
I think a jock is
That
like
would
a
be skinny too.
like a football body, like a sporty, athletic. Bear is like a hairy, bigger guy. Dad or daddy, I would say, would be like some older guy. I would say, of course. Some people like older men, So
yeah. I mean, that makes sense.
yeah.
All right. Well, that was
Well,
interesting.
there it is.
Now I want to make one thing clear. Like, I'm not homophobic. I do not judge what one person's preference or beliefs or anything. I'm I'm accepting. I am who I am, and
Right.
that's what it is. But I don't knock anybody. Like, the world's too big a place, and there's too many different brains out there to single people out. But I do want to keep going into this a little bit. Like,
Sure.
so my manager, I work at a restaurant in San Clemente, and I'm not gonna name the restaurant because that might get me in trouble.
Taco Bell.
Sure, let's say Taco Bell.
I'm joking. Fuck, don't sue me, Taco Bell.
Yeah. We'll have to maybe voice over that one.
Yeah, bleep that whole shit out.
Shit, yeah, we gotta look up the copyright laws. Anyways, so my manager is gay, and he's a cool guy. He's my age. He's a very smart guy, good with people. He's a good manager, honestly. Like, everybody hated him just because he's the manager and he had to hold shit down at the restaurant.
Right.
But one of the brand new hires, who happened to be a pretty tall, muscular, guy about our age, like 24 to 27 or so. I'm not really sure.
Mm-hmm.
But supposedly straight. But I was hearing the guys in the kitchen talk about how my homosexual manager was trying to hang out with them. And he said, which was something that is just interesting to hear, he said, when people say or have to reiterate that they're straight, they're not always straight. Like, he was like, yeah, he says he's straight, but I have stories,
You know what's
about
crazy?
people. Yeah, so do you have any similar stories about kind of coming on to a straight or a guy that says he's straight and then making a move and
Yeah, and that's a big thing. You know what's funny? It's happening everywhere. I know men who had full-on sex with males, suck dick, take it, everything, but would not consider themselves gay. Which is very odd to me. But then again, people, no matter what you're saying, we all have a very different definition on what your guidelines are, right?
Sure.
So,
sure. It's just a term. It's kind of
crazy.
putting it in a box, but it means a different thing to each person.
Yeah.
And so, it is to each his own.
And it's crazy because I've seen it happen, and it's like they, no matter what you can tell them, even with a gun to their head, like them sucking a dick or doing all types of crazy shit, taking a dick up the ass, dildos, everything is not they're not considered gay in their own opinion, which is crazy to me.
Huh.
Like, you cannot be in a huge denial like that.
How do they explain that?
They literally think or say, well, I still have sex with a girl and I'm not bisexual because I've only been in love with a girl. So maybe they put love in play. You know?
Okay. So again, it's kind of to each their own and how they define, you know, if your sexual preference has to do with love or just, you know, attraction.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's interesting. That is very interesting. I mean, and we've probably all heard about, you know, guys that have families and, you know, are married, you know, to women, but have these homosexual encounters or experiences and seek them out.
Let me tell you by experience, not to get closer to the fucking microphone. I have vivid DMs in my Instagram, and I'm not a person that likes to expose people, but I will say this: I know some of y'all dads, so I've had conversations. Not that I gave into any of them, but I know dads, and I know people who generally have, like, you know, they're married and they have kids and they like to fool around with boys. And so that's the thing. And it's, to me, I think that's very sad. It's not even about who you really are. It's because, you know, you have a whole family. You're pretending to live this whole separate life. Like, I don't think that's fair to your kids and your wife and whoever you're with. But people really do live that crazy separate lifestyle.
Yeah, like the double life thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's interesting. Do you think it's natural that they would, like, have gotten there? Do you think they got bored, like, with their wife or having sex with women and then got, like, curious and kind of needed something different? Or, like,
I don't know.
Because to be honest, I don't know either. I can't put myself there.
Yeah.
Just because it's not what naturally goes on in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, it's interesting to think about. I mean, obviously there's been, and this gets, I mean, extremely controversial. We don't care. We're not that PC. We're respectful to everybody, but we'll talk about whatever. But, you know, there's the whole thing is, like, you know, is your sexual preference or how you feel a choice, or is it natural? And it's kind of the whole nature versus nurture thing, and there's probably not a straight answer completely.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's natural. I kind of feel like it's natural. I don't feel like it's something that you can necessarily choose what excites you, what you're attracted to, what you feel.
I mean, look, people have foot fetishes, and people are very sexual beings, and they like doing different stuff. You know, people are getting their ass eaten nowadays, and people don't like that. You know, there's very different reasons. Yeah.
Everybody's got a kink.
Yeah. And I think it's just because some people are just very sexual beings too. Yeah. You know, that's possibly a thing. But then again, you know, some people have a very strong sexual attraction, a male too. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I've heard that from experience because when I like to ask some of these people who slide into my DMs, and I like to have open conversations with them without exposing them, but it's very interesting because I ask them, okay, so you're trying to, you know, get to know me in a very different way. Mm-hmm. What is it about me that, you know, calls to your attention? And some say it's my feminine features. You know, some will call me pretty. Thank you, by the way, if you call me pretty. I think I am sometimes. But not all the time. Sometimes I wake up a little busted. But I will say this is, like, they've told me and explained to me that some just like me because I do have, like, a pretty, you know, big behind. It's covered now, but it's pretty big. And that's what calls their attention. So I don't know if maybe some guys just like ass no matter who and what it is, but they like that. So it's very crazy.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's interesting.
But that's from my experience, and that's all I got.
Sure.
So, you know, it's like, and then again, I've also I've met people who just they want something that's very. I had one person who genuinely really wanted to have, like, a whole secret lover and was so open to admitting that he wanted to live a whole separate life and wanted me as their only secret lover, and I was not okay with that because this person had several kids, and it was like, that's just, I don't want to be caught up in that business. And I think things have to fall natural for me, especially for how I work as a person, and I would not put myself in that position at all.
Right. And obviously, like, he was seeking out, he didn't like fall into that double life. He like literally wanted to
He
live
literally
that
wants to.
taboo double
Right.
life, and he was seeking that out like for some
Yeah.
to fulfill his thrills or what he thought would be exciting or whatever. It's all very interesting.
Yeah.
Like I said, I understand that we're all human beings. We all have we all eat, sleep, and have sex, and that's just because we're human beings, and there's a lot of different philosophies out there. Everybody's mind is a little bit different. Everybody comes from a different place and different teachers and different cultures, and so we just like to try to explore and try to think and have our listeners hopefully check in with us, because some of the stuff that we do talk about is controversial, but we wanna bring it all together and say there's no reason for hate or separation.
And
we
I
can
have
all accept each other,
And I have a very interesting topic to discuss about, which I talk to my friends, and we argue about this all the time. And this has to do with categorizing, sex and what we do sexually.
Yeah.
I know several straight couples, male and female, who the male enjoys their female to eat his ass.
Mm-hmm.
And some people will say, well, that's gay because a guy shouldn't like getting an ass getting eaten out, right?
Okay.
Some people would say that. But in my opinion, I generally think that, well, I mean, she is a girl.
Right.
Doesn't really matter, but it's
Let me
like...
just weigh in on this real quick.
No, Mikey's back.
Real quick, because I don't even know.
Do you
if
like
I
getting
should
your ass
be-
eaten?
That's what I'm saying. I don't even know if I should admit this.
You like getting your ass eaten. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. You all heard that. He enjoys getting his ass eaten, and that is a fact. I knew what he was about to say. I felt that spiritually.
I mean,
No, go ahead. Say what you want to say. No, there it is, because that statement
There it
was
is.
true. Yeah,
There it is. No denying.
And there's nothing wrong with that. I feel like I know people who are low key doing it. Like I'll have like the guy tell me, nah, I don't get my ass eaten, but I do know because I talk to the girls and the girls tell me, he likes getting his ass eaten. I'll eat his ass. So it starts it starts when the girl's sucking you off, and then I've heard of cases of them going a little below your balls, and then boom, the tongue goes down the booty hole, and the guys like that shit.
Yeah.
Technically, we have pleasure spots down there.
Sure.
And
sure.
that's science.
But honestly, I've heard that is where the male G spot is.
It is. I learned that in Bill.
That's why dudes
Yeah.
will sometimes get too excited during a prostate exam.
You know where I learned that men have G
You never heard
spots?
about that?
Never heard about that.
During a prostate exam, some guys fucking get too excited and blow their load, and then
No.
they got a fucking doctor finger in their butt.
It's a fact. Men have a G spot in there,
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
think I learned that in Bill Nye the Science Guy. He talked
Bill
about
Nye?
G spots. I remember one. I don't know if I was.
Bill
I
Nye
don't.
talking about
I think it was Bill Nye.
No
Whatever the
way.
fuck I was watching.
Pull
Like,
this up. Pull this up. I want to see Bill Nye
Oh my God.
educating kids about the,
Oh my God.
the G spot.
no, I mean, I don't know who talked about this. It was definitely science, so I'm gonna point my fingers at Bill Nye the Science Guy for teaching every male that they had G spots in their ass. There it is.
That is fascinating. That is the next thing we are going to be looking up, and we might have to continue on that topic alone. That is hilarious.
I am totally joking, but I do know that that's a fact. I'm like, fuck.
See, that's what we're about. We're fucking constantly trolling. And
Yeah.
honestly,
Look it up, guys. You'll
I
find
thought-
nothing.
I-
You'll find
if-
this video.
if Jay the Prince didn't clear that up right now, I would have honestly fucking believed that Bill Nye the Science Guy really
It's my
said some
acting
shit like
skill.
that. And that's what happens when you troll people.
I could have sworn.
Is any of this even real?
I was about to type in Bill Nye G spot.
Right?
Guys,
I was
I
gonna do
could've-
it right now.
I could have sworn
But I
he
would've
taught
listened
me.
to
Like
this
I
and
could have
remembered.
sworn I remember watching
Later.
like a documentary or something.
Maybe he did.
Maybe he did. Maybe it was in my dreams, cause in my dreams I remember me and Bill Nye was always a little. He was a snack. Like everyone thought he was a cool guy. He was a little meal.
I've never even ever heard of anyone,
Hey, Bill Nye's a little
any
sexy.
gender,
Come on.
being attracted to Bill Nye. I've never heard of that. I didn't even expect it.
Don't
No,
don't
but
declare that
I
I like
never-
older people now. That's not on the shit.
Oh,
It's
no,
not about
yeah,
older
no,
people.
you
I
know.
love
Like you
Mariah
said,
Carey.
like,
There's
it's
plenty of
Try to
older
Yeah,
people I can think
yeah.
of. Holly Berry and Vivica A. Fox. There's plenty of
Bill Nye the Science Guy. He's
very sexy older ladies I can think of. But
Wait, we're talking about older women?
But no, we were.
I think
Bill
Oprah
Nye,
is. I
didn't
think
know-
Oprah is still fire
No,
too.
I'm never
Really?
been attracted to Oprah.
I'm not into Oprah.
I don't think anyone's
I'll be down with like
attracted to Oprah.
Mariah Carey.
You know what? I'm gonna
she's
just
to
put
get
this
it
out
for
there.
sure.
I am very attracted to Oprah's money. I will just.
I had a very big feeling that you were
All
going to
right,
say
baby,
that.
go run the bath. I'll be up in a minute.
Yeah.
But other than that, no, I'm not attracted to her sexually at all. She reminds me of like one of my aunties.
Your auntie.
No,
He
for real.
said
For me, I'm
aunties.
black because that looks like one of my aunts, and that's not
Yeah.
cool.
I'm really white.
Yeah, don't forget that's Sean, the white guy,
Yeah.
and I'm the black guy, and that's exactly what our whole show is about.
The
Just
J
being
Prince.
black
I come from a very
and white
different planet.
and nothing
Like,
else.
Don't try to ask where I'm from or who I am. I just come from a different planet, and I feel like I'm definitely from outer space. So
That is dope.
I mean, look. I mean,
I feel
think
like we
Bill
all
Nye-
are from.
I think, yeah.
I don't know about
think-
that.
Yeah.
I'll use a different synonym, but
We're all aliens somehow,
I'm
right?
from
exactly. I feel
space.
what you're saying. I get
Yeah.
what you're saying. I wouldn't say outer
A very
space, but
different
I would
spirit
say,
is
like,
what you
Well,
mean,
no,
right?
yeah,
A
exactly.
different soul,
from
yeah.
a different world.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
A multiverse. We're gonna go to commercial. You guys can't see me, but I'm doing little
He's air quoting.
finger,
This is
yeah,
a-
finger
yeah.
quotation signs.
This is the time you gotta stop, enjoy yourself, take out your vibrator, and just enjoy your night. That's what you gotta do when you're in this break.
shit.
You heard it here first.
You
Pull
heard
out
it
your
here first.
vibrators and
And
have a
And
great time.
like I said,
meeting some
we're gonna have plenty of
coronavirus.
guest co-hosts. Let me know if you want to be on, just like Jay the Prince. And this is
Yeah.
one of our best segments yet.
Yeah,
I
we're probably
really- I
gonna
really-
do this again.
This is
for
a
sure.
long ass one too,
This
which
is a long one,
crazy.
but
This
it's
motherfucker
been-
has
it's
like a
been
whole
really
like
quality.
yeah. it
Like
is.
I feel like
That's
we've
what I'm
covered
saying.
a lot of good
I
topics.
honestly
revival,
feel like
you know?
I'm learning. I feel like we're all learning.
Yeah, no,
I
that's.
feel like we're all learning a
This
little
is,
bit,
no, this is perfect.
and not just about the topics, but about each other.
Yeah.
And that is what it's
I think
all
the
about.
show's
That is
getting
what
its
it's all
standards
about.
now. Like it's like, yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, it's not just all about retardedness and
or sucking dick,
yeah,
or
and crazy ass topics just to make you
It's
click
eating-
on our shit.
eating ass.
It's not just
It's
about
not
that
all about-
all the
it's
time.
not about any one of
But if
those
we
things.
mention
It's
it and
about
talk about
all
it, we
kinds of
will
stuff.
put that in the title.
Well, we gotta admit,
I mean,
eating
'cause
ass
we
is
are
a part of
talking
it,
about
for
it.
Sure.
Oh, that's
We
probably
did
gonna
talk
be one
about
of
it.
the keywords in the.
That
in the
it will
videos.
be,
Yeah.
and I'm so excited about that.
Oh, man.
I am very excited
People
about.
are gonna
I can't wait. I can't even
love,
wait to type eating ass.
ass.
Oh, oh! I'm trying to orgasm just thinking about
All
it.
right, we're gonna take a quick
All
break.
right.
You
Gotta
do
get a
love
second-
getting your ass.
No,
eaten.
no. Oh, yes. Okay. I didn't
Can
know
you
what-
tell
I
us a
didn't know
story?
where that sentence was ending.
Can you-
But
Can you, okay, now that you brought it up though, after on the
okay,
break,
I-
after the break, we gotta ask, how did you?
man,
How did you?
I was gonna actually try to.
Let me say something to my family though, real quick.
Please.
And this is a
All
very
of us.
this is a very personal thing. Look, I don't limit myself for what I say. I know I've had a crazy mouth and I had to bite my tongue for what I say majority of my life. So if you're watching this, I'm gonna tell you this. If you don't like anything on what I do, what I say, don't watch my shit, because at the end of the day, if you really support who I am, you don't give a fuck about what I say. And I'm not here to live for other people besides myself, and that's
Preach.
that.
This is so
Yeah.
good.
So-
Oh!
Thank you.
All right.
Oh
we will
my
be
God!
right
we got,
Time to
we're
suck a
ending-
dick.
We're gonna end. We're ending on that. We will be
right.
right back.